This week we're talking about religion and food, and I want to first just say that we did pretty well with our midterm evaluations. Last time I checked, we were up to 66% of you participating, and I really appreciate that feedback, so thank you. What I will do is probably today or tomorrow I'll post, once all of those come in, I'll post some of my reactions to those and things that I will change, and things maybe that I can just show you my reasoning for why I'm doing them that way. One of the things that a lot of you didn't like, and by a lot I mean 2 or 3, is all of the posted articles, and I know that they're tough to read online. Basically I did it just for cost, just to keep costs down, because there are also so many films that are required for this class. And unfortunately we do have 2 articles this week, but they're relatively short, and I hope enlightening for what they are. But this week is religion and food. And so I just wanted to take you through some concepts of religion that maybe weren't covered in those articles. And first thing is just, what is religion? And I always love to think of religion as a framework for belief. It's religions that kind of tell us how we believe. And belief is actually separate from religion. Religion really is the scaffolding. It helps us when we're maybe feeling a little uncertain about our belief. It guides us for some things. But it also it provides security. If you think of natural disasters, or when we have periods of loss in our lives, it's often religion that can help to scaffold us or to hold us up when we are in doubt. Religions are systems, and they are organized systems, and those systems really do have their hierarchies involved, there are rules involved, so we can think of them being that way. And a lot of those rules, of course, revolve around food. One of the more controversial definitions of religion has to do with whether or not you need a supernatural power. And some people believe you do have to have this supernatural power or powers. Some people think that actually you could have a religion that does all the things that religions do without having the supernatural element. So I'll let you kind of decide whether or not you need a supernatural power in order to consider something a religion. The neat thing, though, is to kind of tease out what's religion, what's faith, and what's belief. So faith is this belief and this trust in that thing, that God or gods, or in the doctrine of the religion. I am going to put my trust into this religion. And then you have belief. Belief as accepting these things that are true. I believe that this happened. I know that this happened. One thing is, and I love, I think I've been through this in my life, and I think other people go through this in their lives, but you can have faith in a religion and have doubt in your belief. You can have very strong belief, but actually have not so much trust in your religion. So you don't necessarily need to have all of these things all at once. The neat thing is that they uphold each other. So as your belief starts to wane, maybe your religion can come in and prop that back up and renew that belief, and vice versa, obviously. What is so amazing in this relationship between belief, faith, and religion is this concept of ritual. And you can obviously have ritual that is non-religious, but this week, of course, we're looking at religious ritual, and this is where food really becomes important. Rituals are those things where there is a prescribed behavior. We're going to do certain things in a certain way. They're more or less formal. They're more or less done that way no matter who is doing them. And what happens is those behaviors are symbolic of something else in the belief system. And when I do that ritual, when I physically participate in that ritual, it renews and reinforces my faith and belief. So when those things start to wane and I participate in the ritual, I'm enacting that with my body. And so I'm almost, it helps me to kind of come back to my faith or my belief, even if those things were a little bit weak. When those things are strong, obviously, now I've got my mind involved, my spirit involved, and my body involved in this belief system, and everything's working to support each other. But so many rituals revolve around food, and food is this other way that I can actually take in and consume something that I'm giving symbolic weight to. And of course, I was raised Catholic, so what a great example in this concept of the host. So the host is this thing where it's symbolically becoming the body of Christ. It's nothing before the priest consecrates it, and then I actually take it into my body. I'm taking, for those of you who are raised Catholic, the body of Christ into my body. There's this ritualized eating, which is a component of so many religions. And as we kind of finish up here, it's this idea that these things support each other. Religion, food, identity are all interwoven, and they support each other as we're going through them. As I go and I take the host, I'm confirming my identity as a Catholic. I'm actually participating in the rites of that religion. And I've again talked too long, so I'm going to stop and hope that you really think about these ideas as we move through this week.